Hey, what's up everybody? My name is It's1985. This is my review of Transformers Prime, Robots in Disguise, Voyager or Powerizer, Optimus Prime. And here is the vehicle mode, as you can see. And you can store the weapons on the back. They just peg into the trailer hitch, and they can also peg into these holes here. As you can see, you've got a really nice sword. And of course you have the weapon gimmick for the kids, and this deploys out and becomes his weapon, although it doesn't lock in place. Take a good look at it, because I'm not going to be showing you this anymore, because really this is for the kids, and I think it's pretty silly, as most people do who are, adult collectors. But there you go. You have that, that weapon if you so desire to use it. And now to set that off to the side. Vehicle mode here looks pretty nice, actually. You do have the exposed bits here, which is not too bad. And you got the nice Autobot symbol there. Size comparison here is Deluxe Class Hotshot, aka Bumblebee. I think they scale pretty well together. Voyager Deluxe, not too bad. And for the final size comparison, here is the Viacon. Of course, it's a deluxe class too. So there you go. Now, one thing I want to show you is you can take, if you have the Dark of the Moon Mech Tech Optimus Prime trailer, you can actually have it be hitched into the back. It's not perfect, as you can see. It's not quite the right fit, because the trailer should be up like this to be actually on even keel, and it's not. But it's close, and in terms of the overall scale, I would say that scales pretty well. But again, like I say, because of the way that the toy is designed, you really should be like this, not like that. But, it does make a pretty neat little display, and you can have that if you so desire. Now, transformation into robot mode. Should be pretty straightforward, but let's go ahead and go through it here right now. First thing they tell you to do is pull these panels aside here, and if you want, you can have a little flying Optimus Prime. If you want to. Or you could rotate these forward like this, and the smokestacks become sort of like weapons. Sort of like a weapons mode for Voyager RID Powerizer Optimus Prime. But anyways, you want to take these out to the side. Let's see, you want to actually come up here. The grill here will untab like that, and then you want to split apart the legs back here, and let's see, these sections here will actually fold forward and form the shins, and we might as well take out the feet. I like how the feet are stored here. You can see they just are on a ball joint and another type of joint there. They just rotate out, and there you have the legs. And then coming up here, you actually want to take this section here, untab it. By this section, I mean this section. Come on. This should actually, there we go. Should come out like that. Of course, you want to separate. And then you want to separate down the middle here, down the front of the cab section. Get this out to the side as much as you can here. And you can see this whole thing is on an assembly. So you fold these back. Now what's going to happen, of course, is this is going to be the front of Optimus Prime. This will be the chest. And let me go ahead and take the grill here, rotate it all the way back, revealing the head. You can see there's cavity right here in this chest. The front section here is actually attached on a long hinge, and you want to push that all the way back and through here. So this should actually go all the way back. And actually, before I do that, let me go ahead and get these shoulders out to the side. I really should have done that first, but there we go. And let's see, this is going to go around like that, and around like that. And there is a tab right there, and a slot right there. Those will come together, and you can see this is going to push out a little bit like that. And it would help if I get this out of the way here first. These go back to form his back here. these panels fold up like that. So coming back here, you want to have the tab go into the slot. That should lock into place pretty nicely. Bring out or fold down the hands. Again, this needs to be able to like this. And these pieces right here will fold down for robot mode. And then these will collapse in like that for the shoulder armor. And that pretty much is the transformation for Voyager class, or Powerizer class. Robots in disguise. Optimus Prime. So there he is. And looks pretty nice. You know, I think, as I recall, Optimus Prime in the Prime cartoon, or I should say show, is actually about this tall. He has really long legs, and I think this is probably pretty screen accurate. Again, I don't have the first edition Optimus Prime from the Prime line. Let me go ahead and get this guy situated here. So let's take a close look at his head. I'm not sure, the head looks a little bit small for in relation to the figure, but it's a nicely sculpted head. It's definitely Optimus Prime. It's got some light piping on the back there. Chest detail here. You can see what were the windows for the vehicle mode. They have some nice detail on there. Some nice detail in terms of plastic molding here. So pretty cool. And actually these are supposed to, there's a connection right there. They're supposed to connect together. They don't really stay that much, but anyhow, you got the Prime in his robot mode. Articulation wise, the head is on a ball joint. You've got shoulders on the ball joint, so you do have, you know, a range of motion there, like so. You'd have a swivel, not at the bicep, but above the elbow, and then a bend at the elbow. The hand really doesn't have any articulation other than this motion like that. No waist articulation. The hips themselves on a ball joint, forward like that, back like that, out to the side, and his chest came loose here, looks like. There we go. Swivel at the thigh, bend at the knee, as you can see there, and you do have the ball joint ankles. And you do have these clear forearms. They're kind of controversial. Some people don't like them. They're okay. I think it's all right. Doesn't bother me too much. And I think if I had to choose, I kind of like them actually, to have a little translucent plastic there in the forearm. Yeah, so pretty posable. You can get the Prime figure to do this type of thing if you get the right balance. Come on. There we go. So yeah, articulation is present and is good. So, and I really like the way his shoulders look here with his shoulder armor here. I really like how that works out. Now, you can mount this monstrosity here. There's some peg holes up here, and you could probably mount some mech tech weapons up there, but as you can see, that plugs in like that for that type of effect. You can pull back for that type of effect. Of course, it doesn't lock in place, but there you go. Of course, you can plug this also in the forearm as such and do something similar with that. There you go. And let's see, it should fit in the palm of the hand maybe. I'm thinking, not really. It's not really designed, I don't think, for that. It sort of tends to fall out. Of course, you got the sword here, which is really badass. I always love swords with my figures. Seems a little bit small, but I don't know, pretty cool. Again, nice detail. What I probably will do is paint it silver with some, probably just a silver Sharpie pen, because I'm lazy like that. But yeah, overall, a nice looking Prime figure. You got the Autobot symbol there on his right shoulder. And let's do some size comparisons. Let me bring the camera down to even keel so you can get a very good idea of the size comparisons. First of all, let's bring in his nemesis, Voyager Megatron. You can see him there. And his other nemesis, I suppose, is Voyager Starscream. So there you go. A look at size comparison of two other Voyager class figures. Alright, finally, let me go ahead and bring in his Autobot buddy, Voyager RID Bulkhead. And again, I don't have the first edition Voyager Prime to compare this with, but hopefully this will give you an idea, and I think most people probably have access to the RID versions anyways of these figures. So I think that's just fine there. So yeah, it's a cool figure. I have to admit I was not planning on getting this figure before. I got it as part of a four figure set, along with Dreadwing from Entertainment Earth. So I paid a little more than I paid a little more than I would have at retail, but I'm actually pretty happy with Prime here. And I'm not really a big Prime fan in terms of the toy. I love the character, but in terms of the toys, I tend to not collect too many Prime figures. But this one's pretty good, and since I have Voyager Megatron, I would say they really go nicely together on a shelf, you know? So there you go. Alright, let me go ahead and end this review. Thanks for watching. This has been my review of Transformers, Robots in Disguise, Voyager class, or Powerizer class, whatever you think is appropriate, Optimus Prime.